Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it, just by thinking.
They killed, give me a second, 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So that you said that they put billions of my houses against the Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a Payback is
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. This obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never our home. Only a place of captivity, saves facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Nigga, just slavery drain my energy. 400 years and counting. The trail of my tears is countless. The fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my kick in the angel, be ready to rap. Cracking the sky, nuclear missiles and make it official. I'm capturing every crack of surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the brutal show, we can all be a beast. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom, we busting it down. The only way justice is found, the time for your judgment is now. You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a Payback is a Look, ain't no remorse in my blood cell. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I back gon' be this 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like curtail. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit the Lord. Fuck. The cocktail, triangle, choker, plot, game like I did Vondale. Payback the bitch in the dress. She a bomb changer, dish served cold. I just hope they make an oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in the world of man shooters. That was designed foul for our babies to pass through it in the damn my king's reign, not be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I'm for a brand new pair of guns. You'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog. Payback is a dog.
Always up on my own, don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome. Always up on my own, don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome.
Been out of these streets, nigga trying to eat while I duck police. Own family stealing from me. I'm on my phone being pray, but white jeans can't save me. Get them away from me. I don't know what to say. So many niggas hating me. Get them away from me.
Always up on my own, don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome. Always up on my own, don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome.
Always up my own, don't need you all in my own. Spend so much time alone, I love riding around with my cone. Always up on my own, don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone, I love riding around with my cone. Trying to keep it on the true side, nigga. Lay a little play cool now, nigga. Ass niggas on the team, I've been on to get the green ever since I was 2-5, nigga. Coop hanging out the roof, nah, nigga. Cause they stunting on them, put my whole team on, they ain't want me. When niggas doing bad, you know that they be hating on you. Get the hoping that you fall, they be waiting on it. Bullshit, get bread from the empty. Best friend, get the looking like enemies. When you got it in this bank account empty. Perfect recipe to brittle out of steam. Looking from a bird's eye view. Learn from everything I've been through. Told my baby girl, if you ain't spending life with the nigga, never let him put a dick between you. Cause if a nigga wrong, I'ma check that shit. And when you paper long, never flex that shit. Told my son, when you getting money, never get to a bubble, flip it over there, invest that shit. Give a lot of game to bless my kid. Gotta keep it real, that's the best shit. Gotta hit us up and feel it, baby, Texas. When I get up on the track, yeah, I wreck shit.
Always up on my own, don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome. Always on my own, don't need you all in my zone. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding strap on my chrome.
Always up my own, don't need you all on my own. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding around with my cone. Always up on my own, don't need you all on my own. Spend so much time alone while I'm riding around with my cone.
Yeah. Shalom, Israel. Isupk, Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. Since 1969, we've been teaching Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that they are the lost 12 tribes of Israel, God's chosen people. And with that knowledge comes responsibilities. You have to learn how to serve the Most High God. You have to learn how to serve your God. we have to be retaught all over again because of the things that we have been taught for the past 500 years have been totally wrong. Okay, so the people of the earth that everybody hates, those are God's chosen people. The people in the barrio, the ghettos, on reservations, those are God's chosen people. And they are in that condition for one reason and one reason only. And that reason is we stop obeying our power, our God. We stop living in the manner that he laid out for us. Okay? So this is the Isupk Florida Law class, Wednesday night. We get it in every Wednesday night. Answer all your questions, solve all your problems, teach you how to behave and live in the earth in 2025, which coming up 2026 real soon, okay? So if you have any questions, concerns, there's a link in the chat. You can hit that. Join us live. Ask your questions. Speak your comment, whatever you got going on. If you don't have a Hebrew name, there's also a link in the chat where you can sign in and get credit for being in class. Okay, so if you're in class and you're a trooper right now, you should be in all black, okay? Or if you're a young man desiring to become a trooper, you should be in all black, okay? Being diligent and showing yourself to be approved from the Most High, okay? That is the order. Troopers, young men should be in black. Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shabrakatah. The young man Clyde.
Shalom, Yahweh Shemi Yahweh Barakatah. Yes, sir.
What's going on with you? Everything good?
Everything through I'm just at the slave, that's all, you know, and just still trying to get it in.
I'm sorry, Christ. Now you gotta do what you gotta do. You got any questions?
Not at the present moment, no, sir.
All right, no sweat. Let me know if you if you're able to help me read these scriptures we're gonna be going through.
Khan out of Wakan, sir.
Okay. So looking in the chat, we got Tribe of Judah. Shalom Yahweh Shem Shabrakatah. Checking in from Orlando. What's going on with you? If you're a trooper or a young man, go ahead and hit the link. Jump in live with us so we can help read these scriptures, break them down. Okay. Durant Charles,
Yes,
my
sir.
man. Go ahead.
That's me, Tribe of Judah.
Oh, okay. Most High Christ. I'm doubling down on you. That's no sweat. We got the water for that. Durant Charles, I think that brother out of Boynton. Levi brother. Okay. He on the road right now. He in El Paso, Texas. Shalom, brother. Yahweh Shem Shabrakatah. Okay. Listen. This right now is the time of the year. Hold on one second. We got Isupk Florida 939. Okay, never mind. Yeah, this is the time of the year where this is the most wicked time of the year for God's chosen people, because they have turned up the heat on you and told you you need to go and spend all your money to support this society. Okay, listen. So they have told you that you have to go out and show your allegiance to this society by spending all your money, time, and effort buying gifts and, worshiping the tree and Santa Claus and all these things, right? when that's what I said earlier. Listen, we teach blacks, Hispanics, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, Lost 12 Tribe of Israel. We teach God's people how to live in the earth again and how to serve him, right? A big thing in our family, our community, our nation is we, white people, so-called black, Hispanics, Native Indians, we have a very high desire to love God. Scriptures say that you are, I'm paraphrasing, but it's without knowledge. You know what I'm saying? We don't know how to serve the Most High. We don't have the knowledge anymore on how to serve the one true God of the universe that created everything. Okay? He created you. He created the tree that's being worshipped this time of the year. He created the dots in the sky, the sun, the stars, the sun, the clouds. He created everything. There's a creator. Okay? And we, as being the creator's chosen, we have to learn all over again how to serve that creator. Okay? How to serve the one true God of the universe. And that's what, that's what we do in the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. Okay? Clyde, are you driving?
Calling out of a car, sir. I'll be parked here in about 15-20 minutes.
Yeah, that's no sweat. I hear you ticker and everything. You might want to just go ahead and mute yourself. You know what I mean? The water.
Con.
The water. Okay. So, like I was saying, 2025, God's chosen people on the earth have to be re-educated on how to serve our God. Because, all knowledge of who we are has been stripped away from us. Our God has been taken away from us. We have to share a God with the people that oppress us. We have to share a God with them. We can't have our own God. So our God was taken away from us and given their God, okay? In all their days that they celebrate, okay? Your language has been taken away from you. Now we have to speak the language of the people that oppress us, that have us in captivity. We have to speak their language. And when we try to speak our own language, they say that, we're not American. But you're right. I'm not an American. Okay? I'm an Israelite. And I want my culture back. I want my language. They took our culture from us. What, the things we did, the days we observed, the food we ate, the clothes we dressed in, the language we spoke. They took all of these things away from us and told us that now we will be called African Americans. We just got our name, not even 50 years ago. They came up with that in the 1980s. They started calling the descendants of slaves over here in America African American. We just got that title, 40 years ago, maybe, 40 some odd years ago. We just got a title to who we are. They tell us who we are. Well, no longer for that. In the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, under Commanding General Yohana, we know who we are. we know who we are. And it's, you know, we are going to teach other so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians who they are too. We're going to bring them back to their God. We're going to go throughout the four corners of the earth and gather our people back. Okay? That's what we're going to do. Under commanding General Yohana. Brother been holding it down. You know what I mean? This school's been going since 1969. We've been teaching, you know, who you are, who your God is, how to serve that God. We've been teaching God's chosen people that since 1969. Okay, so anybody who is not in the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge and trying to imitate us, you should not fall for that. Okay, you tell them to take that garbage somewhere else, and you get in this school and, you know, learn from the real true men of God how to serve God. Okay. So this is the time of the year where they have turned up the heat on, you know, so-called Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. We are already oppressed. You understand? We are already oppressed, living check to check, day to day, week to week, month to month. And now, in the midst of all that, they tell you you're not a good father. You're not a good husband. You're not a good wife. You're not a good son if you don't go out and find a way to spend some money in this society and gift your family members and friends. It's time to gift them. Well, listen, nobody tells me when to love or my people. Nobody tells me when to gift my people anything except my God. Okay? If I want to show love to my people, it doesn't have to be in the dead of winter and under the illusion of a so-called Santa Claus. You understand? We come to teach Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians that they should not fall for these days. These days are not ordained by your God. The days these people celebrate are not ordained for you to observe. Okay? The God of Israel gave you days. He laid out days for you to observe. Anything else is vain according to your statutes, your laws. And that's what we have to teach you all over again. We have to bring your laws back to the forefront and teach you how you're supposed to be living in the earth today. We give you back your culture, your identity. We give that back to you. So with that identity comes what your identity is, you know, who you are. Okay, I'm going to give you your identity. Your identity says that you celebrate the Passover, the Feast of Unleavened Bread. Okay. Your identity says that you wear fringes, okay, on the borders of your garments. Okay. Your identity says that you do not eat certain things. You understand? So we're giving you back your identity and showing you who you are. Okay? That's the whole purpose of the Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge, to give the people that have had their identity taken away from them back to them. Right? So You know, that's who, listen, why, who would name themselves a Puerto Rican or a Jamaican or African American? Like, who would do that to themselves? People who don't know who they are and who would take the identity that their oppressor gave them. Well, we're gonna take that identity off you and give you your true identity. Okay? And we're gonna prove to you by reading scriptures in your history book, which is called the Bible, your manual for living on the earth today. We're going to go into these scriptures. We're going to go into this book and show you that, you know, the things that you are doing, like celebrating Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, Valentine's Day, Halloween, all these things upset your God. And that is the reason why we are in the condition that we are in. We stop observing the things that our God told us to do. We turned our back on the covenant that we made with the one true living God of the universe. Imagine that he chose you, like the people on the earth today that, you know, everybody looks down on. God actually loves you and nobody else. He chose a people, and he chose the so-called African Americans and Jamaicans and Haitians and Cubans and Puerto Ricans and Guatemalans and Argentinians and Hondurans. He chose you and said that he loves you and nobody else. And we turned away from that. And it's high time that we come back to it. It's time we come back and start serving our power again, so he can show us favor and put us in in the place that he wants us to be in. He said if we do what he said, when we went into that covenant, that we would be over the top of every other nation on the earth. We would be the first class citizens of the earth. And here it is, 2025, we're on the bottom and have been there for the past 500 plus years, I'd say. Okay. So, you know, like I was saying, you go out in society today, you walk out your door and they are bombarding you with, you know, this so-called Christmas, this so-called holiday season, you know, telling you, you got to buy some gifts. You got to spend money. You're not a good husband if you don't buy your wife something when I say you should buy her something. Their economy, this is the end of the year. Their economy's suffering. They need you to go out and spend some money. And what are you going to do? Be a good slave and go spend money? Well, don't do that. Let their economy suffer, because the black economy has been suffering for far too long. Keep your money in your pocket, under your pillow, under your mattress. You keep your money. You spend it when you want to spend it, not when they tell you that they are in trouble and they need you to spend money. Well, we've been in trouble all year. They ain't spending no money with us. You understand? So listen, blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians, God-chosen people, Israel, lost 12 tribes, do not buy gifts for December 25th. Do not buy gifts for December 25th. Now, listen, we gotta live. So if it's something you need and you see a good deal on it, well, that's just like any other day. I'm getting it. But it won't be, because they want me to bring it home and put some glittery paper around it and stick it under a tree. I'm not doing that. I'm not serving man, I'm serving God. And then nowhere in my scriptures, in my manual book called the Bible, does it tell me to buy gifts and stick them under a tree. Actually, it describes that act, and it says God hates it. God hates you if you're putting gifts under a tree. Yeah, you didn't know God hates. It's in the Bible. It's in your manual book. It's in your history book, black man, Hispanic, Native Indian man. It's in your book. It's in your records. Your God hates that tree. We'll read about it. We'll read about it. Any of y'all brothers able to read? Shalom, y'all about Shimya Shabrakatah.
Salakia, sir.
Hold on. I see I got Officer Nawan Yala. Hold on. Here we go. Clyde, what you got going on?
I'm all set. I just got to clock in at 8, but I'm good. I can read.
Most High Christ. Officer Kamar, my man, my main man. This brother is hardcore. Like, you know how I was bringing out how, you know, so-called African Americans, Jamaicans, Haitians, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans, Argentinians, Hondurans, all these people that the earth, you know what I mean? Like they just, it's been so long that they have been, you know, putting propaganda out against us. We start to believe it. You know what I'm saying? We start to believe it. And we'll look at each other and be like, man, here we go. You know what I'm saying? We'll look at each other and be like, here we go. But we shouldn't do that. You understand? We shouldn't do that.
Hey, shalom, y'all about Shem Shabrakatah.
Shalom, y'all about Shem Shabrakatah. What's going on with you, officer?
Yeah, thanks to all, sir. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. Why? Christmas ain't got you down, does it?
Sir.
They didn't get to you. They didn't get you, huh? Well, listen, they out to get all of us. They, you know what I mean? They turned up the oppression on us. You know what I mean? We've been suffering all year. And then it comes to the end of the year, and they tell you, you got to help their economy. Go buy some gifts. And if you don't do it, you're a bad son. You're a bad husband. You're a bad father.
That's
it. Yeah. Nah, hey, listen. Y'all go ahead and push that propaganda. I'm going to push the propaganda of what my God told me to do. And he said he hate if I put a gift under a tree. You understand? My power hates that. So I ain't doing it. I'm serving my God. I'm not serving man. I'm going to serve my God. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to serve him the way the scriptures tell me to serve him. And I'm going to get other brothers, other sisters. We all going to get together and we're going to serve that power. And we're going to get out this condition. We're going to get out the situation we in. We're going to get out of the situation to where, you know what I mean, they call us, you know, bywords. I was just telling everybody, you know what I mean? You know how long they've been calling you African American? Officer Kamar?
Oh, God.
How long they been calling you that?
Well, Salakia for decades.
It's been a few decades, yeah, but that's the point though. Like everybody else, all these other nations, the East Indians, the Arabs, you know what I mean? They've been being called what they're being called for centuries. And, it's been like 40-something years since they've been calling the descendants of slaves that got out them ships over here in America. They just started calling you African American in the 80s.
Okay.
They just gave you that name. They keep re-identifying you because they don't want you to get your real identity. That's what they called you before. They called you African American. Before that, you was just a color. You was black. That's what they called you. That's what you was. You were just black. You were colored.
Right.
Give them another, 20 years. They'll be calling you something else. If we can't, petition the Most High to come and get us out of this situation by then, they'll label you something else. Well, I'm going to give you the label. I'm going to give you the culture. I'm going to give you the identity that the Most High Power gave you. Okay. But we gotta turn up the heat, just like they turn up the heat on this, this feast day. We're gonna turn up the heat and tell you not to do it, right? We're gonna tell you shouldn't be doing it. Don't listen to man, listen to God. Okay, let's go to let's jump right in. We're gonna go to the book of Amos. Okay.
Go to
the book of Amos, chapter 5. We're going to jump right in. Why not? You know what I mean? Get right to it. Get right to it. And this spell, this so-called Christmas holiday thing they got going on, they can have it until we get into rulership. These other nations can do whatever they want to do. But once we do get our rulership and be the first class people on the earth, they're going to keep our days. They're going to observe they're going to serve us. Listen, who do I got with me? Officer Kamar. You still with me?
Come on, sir.
I got a question for you. Can white people serve God? Can the so-called white man serve God?
Sir.
Why not? Why can't he serve God?
Because the Most High doesn't deal with the so-called white man. He didn't give him, the laws that he gave the children of Israel. He only gave the children of Israel his covenant, and therefore we're the only ones that can go against that covenant. You know what I'm saying? The white man wasn't given the rules of the Most High. Only the blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians were.
Okay. So how about Chinese people? Can they serve God? Can they serve the one true living God of the universe named Yahweh?
Sir, they cannot.
Africans?
Sir, they cannot.
East Indians?
Sir, they cannot.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I beg to differ. I think they can. I know they can. You don't believe me?
Salakia, I believe I know what you're talking about.
What am I saying?
Like the way for them to be able to, like they would have to serve the children of God.
There you go. That's why you're an officer. You get it. That's why you're an officer. You get it. You have the Holy Spirit. You don't think like everybody else. You get it. You know when you be getting rulership, somebody's got to serve you. Somebody's got to clean your toilet.
Okay.
Somebody got to pave your streets and cut your yard. They're going to serve you. And that's how they serve God. Okay? How, you know what I mean? It's just like today. Just like today in 2025, they got blacks, Hispanics, and native, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians serving them, serving their gods. How? By serving them. By going and spending all your money and buying great gifts and putting them under a tree. You're serving their economy. You're serving them. That's how you serve their God. Santa Claus or Saint Nick or whatever. Or white Jesus. You understand?
Okay.
So yeah, we're gonna force them to serve God. They gonna serve my God. You gonna serve my God. You East Indian, you gonna serve my God when I'm in rulership. You will serve my God.
Salakia,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like you have to it's either the people are gonna be under you, you know what I'm saying, and have to serve your God, or you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be, you know what I'm saying, under their foot, you know what I'm saying, and serve their God, you know what I'm saying. It's only two ways, you know what I'm saying, that it can go.
That's the scripture said. It says, you know, you got to serve some God. You got to serve something. Hold on 1 second. Give me the scripture where it say, you know, they would cleave when Christ returns. The Lord will sit them in their place, and they will cleave to the house of Israel. It's in Deuteronomy, I think. Might be wrong on that. Might be in the New Testament. You know what I'm talking about?
Come on, sir. I'm on it right now.
The water. That's what we need. Damn. That's what we need. We need some servants around here. You know what I mean? I need some servants.
That's right.
Right now. Tired of being, you know what I mean? I'm ready. Hey, y'all better stop messing around, man. Come keep these law, statutes, and commandments, and let's get in rulership. Because that's the only way. Yeah, it's in Isaiah 14:1.
Come on, sir. I got it right now.
Go ahead.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verse 1. For the Lord will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Israel and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob.
Right. They're going to cleave to us. What does that mean? Officer, what does that mean?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Those of them, you know what I'm saying, that remain, they're going to come, you know, and basically they're going to be with us, but like, you know what I'm saying, but under us, they're going to serve under us.
Right. That's it. But you want to say it like this, or you know what I mean? This is a different, so like anything you give to somebody who's looking for guidance and knowledge of how to serve God, you got to make it so they understand, right? So that cleaving You got to give them an example. And here's a good example, I think. What does your family members do in, today's world? Okay, I'm just gonna give it to you. They cleave to the white man. They cleave to his days. They cleave to whatever he say to do. They cleave to whatever laws he made. They join them. They cleave to them. You understand?
Come.
Like they join them. They love Christmas. They love it. They join it. They cleave. They hold on to it. Thanksgiving, man, you got to put it. You know what I mean? Family, Christmas for the kids. They cleave to it. They hold on to it, and they love it. They won't let it go. They cleave on to the other nations and what they doing. They're going to do that to you when you get your rulership. They're going to cleave to you. They're going to hold on to everything you say and follow you and worship you. And if they don't, you could treat them like they treated us. Treat them like they treated Kunta Kinte, right?
Right.
Kunta tried to run. He wasn't with it. They cut his feet off. That's how the story go anyway. I wasn't there. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know.
God.
They cut, you know what I mean? Like they made these stories to put fear in you.
Right.
You don't celebrate Christmas? Hey, watch what happened. Watch what happened. Keep playing. You don't buy a turkey? Watch what happened. Keep playing. I bet you will burn a cross on your yard. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you get your rulership, they're going to cleave to you. So all this stuff that's going on right now today, for 500 plus years or 400 plus years, however long it's been since, we landed on the shores of America in slave ships. And it looks like the Lord don't love you. Jacob, Israel, you Israelite, God look like your God don't love you. Well, listen, the Bible says, for the Lord will have mercy on Jacob. He gonna forgive you in a minute. Just hold tight, keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, and the Lord is going to forgive you. He will have mercy on you. And yet choose Israel. He's going to choose you again. He's going to bring you back and set them in their own land. Every time, what officer, Kamar, young man Clyde, you might be clocking in. Kamar.
God, sir.
There's what was like the first story? What was like the biggest part? Well, I mean, it was a lot of, so, all right, I'm just gonna say it. Like, and I know people who watch me probably heard me say this before, but like the first story in the Bible, what did God do for Adam? Like, what was the major thing God did for Adam?
Salakia. He separated him and like put him in his own place.
Yeah, he gave him land.
Okay.
He gave him land. Gave him whole nation. I mean, I don't know how big it was, but you know what I'm saying? He gave him land. He gave him a place to dwell and create a government and, and build walls and borders. That was like the first thing that is the first thing the Most High did when he raised the man up. So let me give you this premium real estate over here. God gave him the best of the best land. Day one, right off the ripper. You know what I'm saying? That's what he did. Gave him like the earth. What's more precious? What is the most precious thing on the earth?
It's like it.
Yeah.
The land.
Yeah, it's land. That's what wars are about. Oh, I didn't have Clive. It fell off. Hey, Shalom, Clive. I didn't realize you fell off. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. I can hear you loud and clear.
All right, Most High Christ, because I called on you. You didn't say that. Oh, I saw you fell off, but yeah, Most High Christ. Yeah, I don't, man. What's more precious on the planet Earth than land? Nothing. Like that's what wars are about. Land. Wars are about nothing else but land. When a war is over, who gets the land? Am I right or wrong?
Right.
Yeah, there's nothing more precious on the earth than the earth itself. Got me a piece of the earth. You know what I mean? What they tell you in America, get a piece of it's an American dream. It's a dream just to have a piece of land. Just a little piece. Much less, a whole nation, a whole country. Well, they tell you come over here in America and get a piece of the American dream. Get your, quarter lot, a quarter acre, and put a house on it. Nothing more precious than the earth. That's nothing else. Nothing else. You get the earth, you get everything that come with the earth. You get the oil, you get the gold, the diamonds, the fruit, the animals on it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nothing more precious than the land. And the Lord said, when he come back and he's going to put you back in that prime real estate. He's going to put you back in that prime, you know what I mean? That A1 land, the best of the best. There's no land better on the earth than, where he's going to put us over there in Jerusalem. But back to the subject. Who going to read Amos 5:1? Who got it?
I got it.
Go ahead. This is, what I mean? This is the Most High talking to his chosen people, laying it out, what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to live. This is how you love me. That's what God's saying. You know what I mean? God is saying, this is how you love me. Do this thing. And don't do that thing. You know what I mean? He's laying it out. It's like a father. He's going to tell you what you can and cannot do. What's going to make me happy and what's going to make me on fire. The scripture say he be on fire. Lord be on fire, boy. He hot. We trying to cool him off. You know what I mean? We trying to calm him down. Lord, I know we did you wrong. But listen, let me keep these feast days, Lord. I'm gonna send up these prayers to you. I need you back on my side, Lord. Forgive me.
Right.
Read. Amos chapter 5, verse 1.
Lakia, you ready? You ready?
I'm ready. Go.
Amos chapter 5, verse 1. Hear ye this word which I take up against you, even a lamentation, O house of Israel.
Right there. He's talking to you. He's talking to you. You're Israel. This book is talking to you, Clyde. He's talking to you, Kamar. Read. Slack it. Drop down to let's just, for time's sake, drop down to verse 21. Drop down to verse 21.
Verse 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your assemblies,
Solemn.
solemn assemblies.
Right. Yeah. Right off the top. Now, I just want to point out what the Lord just said. Okay? I'm going to point out what he just said. Listen to this. He said, I despise your feast days. You understand? These are not his days. He's not saying I despise the days that I told you to keep, the days that I laid out in the book of Leviticus. He's not saying that. He's saying he despises, he hates your feast days. What are your feast days? Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, Valentine's Day, Halloween, birthdays. Those are your feast days. God said he hates them. Our God, he gangster, man. He don't play no games. I come in the house where I want things my way. You understand? Y'all brothers hear me, man? I come in the house where God said I want things my way, not your way. I want it done the way I laid it out. I hate your days. Who you think you is? Read it from the top.
Verse 21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies.
Yeah, them turkeys that you cooking, them hams that you cooking, them collard greens, them chitlins. The Lord said he won't even smell it. He hates your feast days. You celebrate, and listen, all I'm doing is trying to let you blacks, I'm trying to let Israel know that the Lord doesn't like it when you celebrate the days that this society is pushing on you. You got to be strong. You got to be separate. You got to be holy. We got to start serving our God the way he wants to be served. Not the way, the so-called oppressor is telling you how to love God and serve God. He got you serving his God. You got your own God.
Right.
You Mexican, if you so-called Mexican, so-called Puerto Rican, so-called Cuban, so-called Haitians, so-called Guatemalans, so-called Jamaicans, so-called African Americans, you got your own days. And the days that this society is pushed on you, God hates them. If you making them days yours, God say he hates your feast days. Okay? He hates your feast days. Go to let's go. I'm gonna try to move through these because I got a few of them that I want to bring out. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's go to Deuteronomy. Let's go to Deuteronomy 32 and 16. Wait, block you. Yeah, let's do Deuteronomy 32 and 16 real quick. Deuteronomy 32 and 16. Just want to point a couple things out and show my people that how your God feels about the things you're doing. Okay, how way back here he told you what you should and should not do. Okay, give me Deuteronomy chapter 32 verse 16. Kamar, if you would.
Khan, sir, I got it.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32, verse 16. They provoked him to jealousy with strange gods. with abominations provoke they him to anger.
Right. God is mad. He is furious. God, it tells you in the Bible that God, you know what I mean? He's a jealous God. And you're going to go and do something to make him jealous and make him mad? Keep reading. That strange God is the Christmas tree. If you went and did the research, every one of these so-called holidays, it's backed up by some strange God. And that's how they started these holidays. There's a strange God attached to it. Read.
Con. They sacrificed unto devils, not to God, to gods whom they knew not, to new gods that came newly up, whom your fathers feared not.
Right, just think about it, Israel. You did not celebrate Christmas 500, 600 years ago. Your forefathers did not know Christmas, New Year's, birthdays, Thanksgiving. These things we did not do. Okay? This is new to us. Read, Kamar.
Con, sir. Of the rock that begot thee, thou art unmindful, and hast forgotten God that formed thee.
You understand that? Do you understand what you just read? If not, I'll break it down because it's very heavy to me.
Yes, like it if you could, sir.
Yeah, okay, so verse 18, of the rock that begot thee, thou art unmindful, and hast forgotten God that formed thee. Like you are worshiping some vain God. You worshiping Christmas, Thanksgiving, Halloween, birthdays. And it says, of the rock that begot thee. Like God, you know what I mean, created you. God chose you and told you to separate from the other people and be separate and holy, and gave you your own land. God, like in the in the Old Testament, like it always say, our rock. That's who we leaned on. That's who we depended on. You know how we talk. Black people like, man, that cat was a rock. You know what I mean? Like he was solid. He was always there. God said, I was your rock. I brought you. I protected you when you came out of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? You forgot you are unmindful of what I have done for you. Okay? That's what this is saying. We are unmindful of our true God. And all we think about is Saint Nick and baby, sweet baby Jesus and Halloween and Christmas and Thanksgiving. And you forgot God that formed thee. God made you and you forgot about him. And that's my job, to remind you, to bring you back into the fold of being, you know what I mean, knowing how to serve your God. I'm going to remind you, okay? Keep reading. You understand?
Con, I understand it, sir.
Go ahead, keep reading.
Verse 19, and when the Lord saw it, he abhorred them because of the provoking of his sons and of his daughters.
Right. We are sons and daughters to God. We are his sons and daughters. And I told you, when God comes home, he wants it right. Keep reading.
Con. And he said, I will hide my face from them. I will see what their end shall be. For they are a very froward generation, children in whom is no faith.
Right. We don't believe in God no more. We don't have faith that, Yahushua is going to crack the sky with 100 million, angels and save us. We believe in Christmas now, New Year's. We believe in the oppressor's, economy and system. We don't believe in our God no more. Okay? Keep reading.
Con. They have moved me to jealousy with that which is not God.
Right. The Lord is jealous. He's mad. He's pissed off. Read.
Con. they have provoked me to anger with their vanities, and I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. I will provoke them to anger with a foolish nation.
So, do you understand that part right there?
Con, sir.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, so says they move me to jealousy with that which is not a God. You know what I'm saying? Us doing following the oppressor, serving observing Christmas and Easter and you know what I'm saying, and all this, and like you said, sir, it's always some strange God, you know what I'm saying, behind like each and every last one of these holidays. And that's basically, you know what I'm saying, what we serving, you know what I'm saying, is another God, you know what I'm saying, strange God every time we serve, you know, every time we participate in these holidays that the oppressor has us, you know what I'm saying, to participate in. You know what I'm saying? The word says God is a jealous God, you know what I'm saying? We'll have no other God before him, you know what I'm saying? So because we move the Most High, you know what I'm saying, the jealousy by serving these, you know what I'm saying, by serving these foolish customs, you know what I'm saying, these other gods, he put a certain people, you know what I'm saying, over us. When we supposed to be ruling, now the Lord has now provoked us to jealousy with another people that's ruling over us, you know what I'm saying? And it says I will provoke them to anger, you know what I'm saying? And these people are, you know what I'm saying, they ain't nothing like the 12 tribes of Israel. You know what I'm saying? They are foolish, you know what I'm saying, nation, the Lord, and regarded these people as, you know what I'm saying, as nothing. We basically serving like a nothing people. But the reason we under them, you know what I'm saying, is because we went against our God, our power.
Absolutely. Verse 21 say, I will, you know what I mean? Verse 21 is heavy. and he said, I will hide my face from them. That's the Most High. That's the He. I will hide my face from them. That's you. I will see what their end shall be. Like the Lord's like, all right, we're gonna see what happens. You know what I mean? You want to roll down? You know what I mean? You come home and you tell your mom and daddy, no, I ain't staying home. I'm going to Nick, the brothers out here on the corner. And Pop said, okay, go ahead. We're gonna see what happened then. Because I done told you not to roll with them. Right. Now, you know why you rolling with them? Because you jealous. What they got? They got the big gold chains, the fast cars, the big houses. You jealous. I want that too. Why they got that? So you jealous and you want to roll with them. And on top of that, now you mad at them. Why they get it and I don't? Like the Lord don't gave you all these, you know what I mean, emotions in different situations because you provoked him to anger. Okay? You know what I'm saying? It said they have moved me to jealousy with that which is not a God. Christmas and Thanksgiving. They have provoked me to anger with their vanities. Like that vanity Christmas tree making the Most High pissed off. Okay? That tree don't mean nothing. Okay? It's going to be on the dumpster tomorrow. You understand? And I will move them to jealousy with those which are not a people. Like the Lord don't even consider them a people. These people, these so-called people that you jealous of, this nation that you jealous of, that you want to be like, and you want to cleave to, the Lord don't even see them as people. There are no people. You are the civilized people of the earth. Why are you civilized or supposed to be civilized, Kamar? What makes Israel civilized?
Salakia.
Mm-hmm.
We were given the laws of the Lord, you know what I'm saying? We are people the Lord chose to have order, you know, structure. We were the only ones given those laws. Like it.
Most High in Christ, correct. The Lord, the story is in the first book. He raised Adam up and made him civilized, gave him laws, gave him order, gave him structure. That's what makes you civilized. Anything outside of that is uncivilized. Keeping Christmas is uncivilized. Celebrating Thanksgiving is uncivilized. Worshiping yourself on your birthday is uncivilized. Okay, keep reading.
Come. For a fire is kindled in mine anger, and shall burn unto the lowest hell, and shall consume the earth with her increase, and set on fire the foundations of the mountain. I will heap mischiefs upon them.
Slack. You understand that part where it says, for a fire is kindled in mine anger? You understand that part?
So you should break it down.
Where's young man Clyde?
Salaki, I'm here.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure you're still with us. You understand that?
Khan.
Okay, let me break it down for the brother. For a fire is kindled in my anger. I tell you, basically, all you're doing is reading slang talk. This is the Most High speaking. And he said, a fire is kindled in my anger. All he's saying is, I'm hot, I'm on fire, I'm mad, I'm pissed off.
Oh, yeah, Con.
Okay?
Con.
And then it goes on to say, and shall burn unto the lowest hell. You know what the lowest hell is?
Salakia, that's like the lowest state, like lowest condition.
Right. That's like, okay. Blacks, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we're in hell because we're on the bottom. So LeBron James, he's still in hell. He could get pulled over and the cops could kill him and be found not guilty. He go dribble the basketball up and down the court, and some random behind white woman tell him to shut his mouth and dribble the ball. You understand? He's in hell too. Because his people, his mama, don't nobody know his mama. His mama ain't famous. So anything can happen to her. His cousins, they ain't famous, so anything can happen to them. You understand? He's in hell. Now, the lowest depths of hell is where we live. We way down there. We on the corner, and the worst ghetto you can imagine. That's the lowest depths of hell. You understand?
Right.
That's the lowest depth. The lowest depths of hell. The lowest hell is like the worst, the Indian reservation. You go on the Indian reservation and they don't have running water. 2025, they don't have running water. That's the lowest depths of hell. You go into certain ghettos and communities and you go through that alley and you see the wino laid out in his own urine and stuff like that. That's the lowest depths of hell. You go to Haiti, that's the lowest depths of hell. You understand?
Right.
Okay. And then it says, and shall consume the earth. The Lord's gonna, all over the earth. You're gonna be, when you find black, Hispanics, and Native Indians, we're gonna be in the lowest depths. And with her increase, it's gonna increase on you and set on fire the foundations of the mountains. You know what the mountains are?
Nah, sir.
The mountains are like governments.
Okay, good.
Mountains are, like when you say, what I mean? Like, that brother's up high. You know what I mean? He up there, dog. You can't touch him. You know what I mean? America, man, they on top. They like on the top of the mountain. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The mountains. The mountains is like government. Okay. Read verse 23.
I will heap mischiefs upon them. I will spin mine arrows upon them.
All right, you know what? Drop that. Let's because I want to try to get all these little precepts I got. I hope y'all writing them down. That's the point of being in the school. It's the school. You should have paper and pencil when you come to class.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got mine, sir.
All right. Let's go to Jeremiah chapter 7. Jeremiah chapter 7. I should have did this one at the Amos, but that's okay. Jeremiah chapter 7. So we read the book of Amos, right? In the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 1, verse 21. Hold on. Recap, right? The book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 21 says, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assembly. Okay. Though ye offer me burnt offerings and meat offerings, I will not accept them. Neither will I regard the peace offering of your fat beast. Okay. The Lord is saying he don't care about your, feast and the hams and the pork chops and all that. Okay. Now let's read Jeremiah chapter 7 and verse 1. Let's start with verse 1. Fly, you there? Can you read? Did he fall off? Go ahead, Kamar.
Come. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 7, verse 1. The word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord, saying, stand in the gate of the Lord's house and proclaim there this word and say, hear ye the word of the Lord, all ye of Judah that enter in at these gates to worship the Lord. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, amend your ways and your doings, and I will cause you to dwell in this place.
Right. So the Lord said I wanted you to read this verse 3. Thus said the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel. We got to keep pushing that point. You know what I mean? This book is not for everybody. This book is for the children of Israel, the lost 12 tribes of Israel. Okay. That's who this is for. That's who this book is talking to. These are your constitution. This is your constitution, so-called Jamaican, Haitian, so-called, Mexican, Puerto Rican, African American. These are your constitution. This is your God. Okay. Drop down to verse 18.
Go.
Now, go ahead and read it.
Come, sir. The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough to make cakes to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger.
Stop. I want you to read this one more time. And as you're reading it, picture it in your mind what they're doing. Picture it, okay? Read it. Read verse 18 again. What was that? Yeah, verse 18.
Gone. The children gather wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the women knead their dough to make cakes to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that
Right.
they sorry,
No, go ahead. My bad.
okay, that they may provoke me to anger.
Okay. Now, you just read a scene. Okay, a scene. This is this is happening in a family's house. Okay, it said the children, they go out and they gather the wood, and the fathers kindle the fire, and the woman kindle their dough to make cakes to the Queen of Heaven, and to pour out drink offerings unto other gods, that they may provoke me to anger. So what is this? What is this talking about?
Salakia. It sounds like to me like a family celebrating the holidays.
Perfect. That's what this is. This is if we went up some more a couple other verses, it would have laid it out for you. This is the whole family coming against the Most High, provoking him to anger. The whole family. Like, picture one of them Christmas movies. Pops, hey, you kids go out there, run and grab a couple of logs for the fireplace. You know what I mean?
Right.
They go out, they grab the wood, come back in, Pops, stick it in the fire. You know what I'm saying? Mom's in the kitchen cooking cakes and stuff. This is showing how the whole family, 2025, they got our whole family going against our God, provoking him to anger. By doing what?
Con.
That they may provoke me to anger. Okay.
That
they all, playing their part to piss the Most High off by celebrating Christmas and New Year's. Okay. All right, so drop that. Let's go over a couple verses to chapter 10. Let's go over a couple verses to chapter 10. Let's go to 10, start at verse 1.
Salakia.
Go ahead. Who that?
Clyde.
Clyde, what's going on?
I'm at the slave, so I had to dip in and out for a minute.
I got you. No sweat. I'm with you. You know what I'm saying? Handle your business. Do what you got to do. I'm just, you know what I mean? I'm proud of you that you making those sacrifices and, you know what I mean, and doing all these things just to be in this class, just to show the Most High that you love him, just to learn how to serve your God, to learn the breakdowns of these scriptures. I'm with you. Clyde. Hang in there. You know what I'm saying? We right here.
Come on. Deuteronomy chapter 10, right?
No, we passed that. Now we're at Jeremiah. It's going to be Jeremiah chapter 10.
Okay. Give me a minute.
You can start at verse 1. Okay. This is a perfect example, you know what I mean? How we have to learn, be taught again. Get in these classes and learn how to love God, how to love God's people. You understand? We just read the verse where it described, the husband, the wife, and the children. These are God's chosen people. Okay, we got God's chosen people, how to love him again. and how to love one another. Go ahead.
Jeremiah 10, verse 1, right?
Come.
Jeremiah 10, verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel.
Who is the Lord talking to?
The house of Israel.
That's it. Like, it's all through these scriptures, and they lied to you and told you this book was for anybody. All you got to do is believe. When this book flat out tells you, I'm talking to Israel. You know what I mean? You ever had, you know what I mean? Like somebody come into a building or a classroom or something and they call out a name. It's that one individual person, not everybody. Well, this book is calling your name out. So-called African American, so-called Mexican, so-called Puerto Rican, so-called Cuban, so-called Jamaican, so-called Haitian. You are the house of Israel. Read.
Verse 2. Thus says the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them.
Right. We do not need to be looking up at the sky trying to figure out, you know what I mean, what's going on, what's going to happen, because we already know. I'm not dismayed. I'm not confused. I know what's going on. The Lord laid it out right here in these scriptures. I'm not worshiping stars. I'm going to worship the creator of them stars. You understand? Thus saith the Lord, learn not the ways of the heathen. Where did we get Christmas from?
The heathen.
Yeah. Where did we get Thanksgiving from?
The heathen.
Yeah. Birthdays, Valentine's Day, Halloween. We got all these days from the heathen, which just means the other nation. That word just means the other nations. Okay? And we can call each other that, because if you are cleaving to them, then you are them. You are of your father, the devil. You can be a heathen, and we'll treat you as such. Okay? So it says, thus says the Lord, learn not the ways of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. Don't be like them. Don't be like them. Okay? Keep reading.
Verse 3. For the customs of the people are vain. For one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the work of the hands of the workman with the axe.
Man, what does that sound like?
Christmas.
Good night. Who would imagine that, you know what I mean? Like, Christmas is in the Bible, but it's saying the Lord does not like it at all. Like, it describes it to a T. Am I wrong? Like, it describes, you cannot, just reading this, you know it's Christmas. They make movies and show somebody going out in the forest and cutting a tree down. Keep reading. Let's describe it. Let's see what else to say. It's going to go into much better detail. Go ahead.
Verse 4. They deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not.
Right. Now, the Lord is real. Like, he wrote this book thousands of years ago, and here we are in 2025, and it's to the T, to the letter, describing something that he does not like. And it started out and said, don't learn the ways of the heathen. This is what they're going to do. Don't do it. And he's describing Christmas. Okay? What is that verse 4? Listen to this. Verse 4. They deck it with silver and with gold. What does that sound like? I mean, it's a song. They made a song.
Come with kind, sir.
With these exact words.
All right. Salaki.
What are we doing? What are we doing? Black people, please ask yourself, look in the mirror and ask yourself, what are you doing? You're provoking your God to jealousy. Okay? It says that deck it with silver and with gold. They fasten it with nails and with hammers that it move not. Tell me, give me an example of something they show on TV where they fasten the tree with a nail and hammer. You see, y'all might be too young, but give me I'll give you a hint. It's an animation. Do either one of you brothers know?
Salaki.
Go ahead.
You talking about the Grinch?
No, I mean they probably did that. I wasn't thinking of that though. I haven't, I don't remember the Grinch like that. I got some. Go ahead.
Like you talking about the Great Christmas, Charlie Brown?
Oh yeah, yeah. You must be around. You from my generation. Like they show Charlie Brown, he get this little tree. I don't know how big it is, but he'll get like a little piece of wood, and he hammer it to the bottom. It looks like an X, and the tree's in the middle of it, and that's how they stand it up. They hammer it with nails and wood, and so it don't move. It stand up. Charlie Brown, you absolutely correct. But the point is, like all these things that they glorify and make wonderful and great, right here in the Bible, it says not to do it. It says not to do it. Who did it tell not to do it? Clyde?
The Israelites.
Yes. It told you not to do it. It told you not to do it.
They call it decorating the tree.
What's that?
They call it decorating the tree.
Yeah, come on. The whole family do it. The scripture I just read a minute ago, it said the kids go out and get the wood. The father kindled the fire. Mama in the kitchen cooking cakes, and they decking the tree. La 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 la. They having a good old time serving a vain God, pissing the Most High off. The whole family doing it. Read verse 5.
Verse 5. They are upright as the palm tree, but speak not. They must need be born because they cannot go. Be not afraid of them, for they cannot do evil, neither also is it in them to do good.
Right. Don't be afraid, of that tree, basically is what it's saying. Because in the Old Testament, even before this time, I forget the darn, they actually celebrated the tree. What was the heathen that was over, what's the city? When they all came together, Babylon. Yeah, he died. And his mama, did a tree and all that. But she said his spirit was in the tree. And the people were afraid of the tree because she would say that his spirit would come out of the tree and kill you if you didn't bring gifts and put them under the tree. And the people that they were over would have to bring, golden gifts and money and stuff like that and put it under the tree at night or during the day. And then at night, her and her, guards and servants would come out and get all the stuff and take it. And then if you didn't do it, they would kill you and put your head on the tree. They would chop your head off and put it on the tree. And that's where they come up with the little balls and stuff that hang on the tree now. Those used to be heads. And the Lord said, don't be afraid of them. Keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, and the most high power of the universe will be with you. You need not be afraid of a darn Christmas tree. So let's take it all the way to 2025 today. Don't be afraid of the oppressor that is, you know what I mean? Like, it's easy for us now because all they have is words, and you know, their countenance might come up against you, tell you a bad father because you don't celebrate Christmas and get them kids gifts. You're a bad husband because you don't buy your wife gifts. You're a bad wife because you ain't, you know, making that man do. Listen, don't be afraid of them. They're just words. You understand? You need to be afraid of your God, because look what he can do to you. You know what I'm saying? The scripture, I think it's in Matthew, say, you know, don't be afraid of them that can't kill the body. I mean, that can kill the body, but can't kill the soul. You understand? They can't kill your spirit. Your spirit should be separate from them. The way you think, that's your spirit. What you believe in, how you behave in the earth, that's your spirit. When people see you, they should be, man, that brother's different. This spirit, something about him, he's different. Yeah. The Lord called me to be different. The Lord called my spirit, and you know, for me to be different. Okay. Let's drop that. We're going to let's go to Romans chapter 1. Real quick, let's go to Romans chapter 1. Romans chapter 1, verse 21. No, verse 15.
So like, yeah, I got it.
Go ahead, read.
The book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 15. So as much as in me is, I am ready to preach the gospel to you that are at Rome also. For I am not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it is the power of God unto salvation to everyone that believeth, to the Jew first, and also to the Greek. For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith. For the wrath of God is revealed from heaven against all ungodliness and unrighteousness of men who hold the truth in unrighteousness, because that which may be known of God is manifest in them, for God hath showed it unto them.
Okay, Slocky, any part when you're reading, either one of you brothers, if you don't understand it, just tell me and I'll break it down. But I'm just trying to go through it so we can, you know, get to the rest of the scriptures I got laid out. You know, I just want to hit these points that, you know, show that the Most High does not want us celebrating or doing things that is gonna piss him off and make him mad. You know, we're past that now. We in the situation now. The only way to get out of the situation is to keep the faith. Okay, like you just read. Where did you read that at? Hold on.
17.
Verse 17. Right. For therein is the righteousness of God revealed from faith to faith, as it is written, the just shall live by faith. Like, we're in the point right now where you gotta have faith that the Most High is is going to choose us again. Like we read earlier, the Lord will yet choose Jacob, and the Lord will have mercy upon Jacob and yet choose Israel. The only way that we can do that is by having faith. We gotta have faith that the Most High is, not a liar, and his words will come to pass, that he did choose us. And if we start keeping these laws again, that he will show mercy to us and get us out of this situation. Like you said, as it's written, like, I didn't write this. We didn't just come up with this thought. That's the faith. It's from the beginning. You understand? It's been from the beginning. So we got to keep the faith. Where you at? Verse 20?
Khan.
Read verse 20.
For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse.
Do you understand that verse you just read?
I need this one broke down as well, sir. Like,
Most High Christ. No, I mean, because to me, I read it, I'm excited. Just that faith, like it boasts my faith to read this. You know what I'm saying? It says, for the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen. Basically, how did God create the earth? How did he create the tree that they worship? How did he create, the oceans and all this other stuff? We didn't see that. But we do see that, the evidence of it, because there's a tree. He created a tree. It's right there. There's the ocean. There's mountains. There's the sun. There's the stars. He clearly created it. We didn't see it. We can't understand it. We don't know. But God did it, not Esau, not the oppressor. So we should be worshiping God. You understand? For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made. Like, you have to understand that just by seeing the things that he made. You understand? It's here. The white man didn't make it. God made it. Okay? He made that tree that you're going to turn around and worship instead of worshiping the Most High, the Creator. By the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. You understand? Like, there's no excuse why you don't know that there's a God. Because the white man did not create the stars in the sky. He did not create the earth. He did not create the tree that you worship.
Right.
Worship the thing that created the tree and the oceans and the earth and the sun and the stars. You understand?
Salakia, if I can, sir.
Please.
So basically, like, the part about faith is if I'm understanding it right, being that he clearly gave us this to see what he created, please believe in what he's telling us in these scriptures that's going to come to pass, and believing in him with what his word is. Am I somewhat right?
No, you're absolutely correct. Like that. There's a scripture, Kamar, that says, faith without works is dead.
Call, you want me to grab that?
Yeah.
Let me grab that.
Right. So the faith is the belief in things that are unseen. Okay. The faith is like you believe something's going to happen by something you can't see. You understand? But the Lord is giving you the evidence that thing you should believe in. What's the evidence that you should believe in this invisible God? What's the evidence of it?
The sun, moon, and stars.
There you go. There you go. You have no excuse not to believe in the Most High God, because the white man did not create the goddamn sun, moon, and earth. Okay? Who created it?
Yahweh.
Right. Under the authority of the Most High. And Yahushua always said, do not give me the glory. He don't want you worship what he worship, and that's the Most High God. You understand? That's the faith that you're supposed to have. You didn't see the earth. You didn't see the earth being formed, did you?
No, not at all.
Yeah, but it's here. It's here. You didn't see the oceans being created, but it's here. So you have no excuse not to believe in the Most High. You understand?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
You can't even see the air that you breathe.
You know what? I think we're gonna read that. I got a scripture that it's in play. I don't know. Hopefully we get to it. Okay. Don't worry about the one I just told you to get. Who was reading? You was reading, Kamar?
Khan, that was just me.
I'm gonna pick up where you left off on 21. Okay. Romans chapter 1 and verse 21. Oh, Salaki. Clyde, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I got a minute before I got to clock in.
No, I just wanted to make sure that what I just broke down to you understand.
Oh, most definitely. Khan.
Okay, Most High Christ. Okay, verse 21. Because that when they know God, they glorified him not as God. Like when you knew it, but you still didn't, you know what I mean? You still didn't, you serve God. Neither were thankful, but became vain in their imagination, and in their foolish heart was darkened. Okay, so that we're gonna drop that. Let's go to bubbity. Let's go to the Apocrypha. Let's go to the Apocrypha, Wisdom of Solomon. Let's go to the Apocrypha, the Wisdom of Solomon, bubbity, verse, chapter 13. Oh, bubbity. Wisdom of Solomon. Chapter 13 and verse 1. Chapter 13, verse 1.
Salakia.
Yeah.
Chapter 13, verse 1.
Yeah, come.
I'm now.
Go ahead, then.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, verse 1. Surely vain are all men by nature, who are ignorant of God, and could not out of the good things that are seen know him. They acknowledge the workmaster.
Slack it. Okay. Let me back you up. Okay. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, verse 1. Surely vain are all men by nature. Like, if you're not spiritual and keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, you'll celebrate a Christmas tree. Okay. Surely vain are all men by nature, who are ignorant of God. And that's why you know what I mean? Like, that's why we come out here and we teach Slacky, hold on. I got a brother, Trooper Cesaria, Slacky. Cesaria.
Salakia. Trooper Tazarak.
Tazarak, Slacky. What's going on, brother?
Shalom. Yahweh Yahweh Shabrak
Yahweh my man. Hey, everything good with you?
Khan. Oh,
sorry, Christ. I ain't seen you, heard your voice in a minute, so it's good to hear you. Good to have you here.
Khan.
No sorry, Christ. You got any questions or anything?
Khan, sir, it's off topic. Whenever you finish up.
Okay, most are incorrect. Okay, so we're in Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13. Surely vain are all men by nature, who are ignorant of God. I mean, you just don't know. And that's why that's our job, is to go out and teach black, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians, about the Most High power. And could not, out of the good things that are seen, know him that is. Like the good things that are seen are what? What are the good things that are seen?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
The things that he created.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, officer. You absolutely correct. Like out of the good things that are seen, like unless we, get you out of celebrating the tree that he made, that good thing, you should be worshiping the creator, okay? Not the tree. Okay. So and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is, neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster. You understand? Like you didn't look at that tree and say, I ain't celebrating that tree, but I'm gonna celebrate the God that created that tree. That's what I'm gonna do. And that's what he, you know what I mean? That's what we're supposed to be doing. Okay. Pick it up from there, Clyde. Verse 2.
Verse 2. But deemed either fire or wind or the swift air or the circle of the stars or the violent water or the lights of heaven to be the gods which govern the world.
Right. That's what, like, you turn around and look at the sun and the stars and the trees and the oceans and you worship that. You make that your God. The things that God made, you making that your God. And the Lord is saying, you're vain, you're ignorant. And we're gonna teach you in this Israelite school of universal and practical knowledge. We're gonna teach you that you ought not do that. Don't deem the things that God made to be your God. Deem the workman to be your God. He created you. He created the tree. He created the sun. Okay. Y'all understand?
Come on, sir.
Right. I just want to make sure you're good to go. To be the God which, governed the world. Okay. Read verse 3.
Verse 3. With whose beauty, if they, being delighted, took them to be gods, let them know how much better the Lord of them is.
Right. The Lord, the God you deem, it says right here, with those beauty, with whose beauty, if they being delighted, took them to be gods. Like things look wonderful. That tree looks great, especially when you go ahead and decorate it and deck it with silver and gold. Man, that is beautiful. But the Lord said don't celebrate that beautiful thing. Okay. Much better the Lord of them is. Celebrate him. He created all those things. Okay. Don't celebrate a tree. Go ahead. Keep reading.
Okay. Verse 4. But if they were astonished at their power and virtue, let them understand by them how much mightier he is that made them.
Right. Do you get that?
Yes, sir.
What's the saying? What's the saying?
Basically, if they astonished by just a little tree that they decorated, the creator, that the stuff that he created, they should be pretty much flabbergasted about that. if they wilding out by the tree.
Most High Christ, yes, that's it. Like if you are astonished at that tree or the sun or the moon, like your mind should be blown away by the creator of those things. He created it. Like you're looking at the stars saying, wow, your mind is blown. And the Lord said, be not astonished by them. You need to be astonished by the God that made them stars and that tree and all that other stuff. That's where your mind should be. You know what I mean? That's where it should be at. That's where you need to be at. You understand?
Yeah. Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
And it's crazy how backwards that is. That's why the Bible say, you know what I'm saying, be not dismayed, like at the stars of at the signs of heaven. Like it's a lot of people out here in the stuff like astrology and this and that, and how far the you know what I'm saying, the sun is from the moon, you know what I'm saying, this and that. They worry about all that, you know what I'm saying, but not the person, you know what I'm saying. Like it say, they should be, you know what I'm saying, more astonished at the person who was able to, who could be able to create something so beautiful or something so great. That would mean the creator would have to be, you know what I'm saying, hey, would have to be the shit, you know what I'm saying, 10 times better than that.
And the Lord pissed off. Like, just imagine, you know what I'm saying? Just imagine, like, you have, you know, some kids in a house, and you know what I mean? You bring, you know, you bring home a couch, you know, a PlayStation, you know, whatever it is, you bring that junk home, they like, God damn. And you like, yeah, I got you. See, I got you. I'm gonna take care of you. No sweat. I got you. Go ahead and get down. You leave and come back, and they don't build a shrine to the PlayStation. You know what I mean? Like they worshiping the PlayStation. Like, yes, PlayStation God, please. You know what I mean? Like you can be like, what's that? I bought that. Right. You doing? You know? Like God said, boy, y'all ignorant. We just read that. We read that. What did we read? We just, I think in was it in this book?
When he was when he was saying, "Be not dismayed," like Officer Kamar just said.
Right. Don't be dismayed at the PlayStation. Be dismayed at me, who went out there and got the PlayStation and brought it home. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven. Don't be dismayed at a goddamn Christmas tree. Don't be dismayed at, you know, what the white man or the oppressor can do and give you. Be dismayed at, you know, the Most High who created everything. Don't be dismayed that he can build a rocket and, you know, go out in the space a little bit. Be dismayed at the power that created everything. Okay? So let's stay in this book and go to chapter 14, verse 12. Go ahead, Kamar.
Khan. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 12. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication, and the invention of them, the corruption of life.
Right. That's this right here. The Lord recorded. You know what I mean? When we first went off. Okay. He recorded it and he wrote it. He had them ready down in the book so you'll remember and know this is, you know, what happened. Okay. For the devising of idols was the beginning of spiritual fornication. What is spiritual fornication?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
To worshiping, to serving the other gods.
Yeah, that is definitely true. That is so. What is your spirit supposed to be?
Separate.
Yes. Yes. Your spirit is supposed to be separate and only concentrating on what God told you to do. Your spirituality, you're spiritual. Your spirit is what you think, what you believe, how you operate. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the spirit of the Most High. Ain't that what they say?
Right.
Well, to be in that spirit, you have to think like the Most High. And he just told you not to worship a Christmas tree. So if you in the spirit of Christmas, what is that?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
It's a whole nother person.
Yeah, it's what we just read. What did we just read? If you're in the Christmas spirit, what is that for blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians?
Salakia.
Go ahead.
Spiritual fornication.
Yes, sir. That is spiritual fornication because you are in the Christmas spirit. You understand? Clive?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's it. That was the beginning of spiritual fornication. And here we are, 2025, and we're still doing it. I got some more scriptures, but I'm up on my time, my 2 hours. Where we at? Trooper, man, say your name again for me. Tazar Rock.
It's Tazarop, Slaki.
Taza, right? You remember we went through this the day you got this name, right? We was all out there trying to, get it right. Taza Rock. Okay, I got you. What was your question?
Slaki, it was based off of, I wanted to break down on Luke, I believe it was 23 and 43, if I could, Baba Kasha.
Say that again. Luke 23
and 43.
What was the chapter?
Luke chapter 23 and verse 43.
Okay. I got you. 23 and 43. I got you now. Most High Christ. 23 and 43. You just don't understand it, or
Khan, sir, what did Yahweh Shai mean? What did he mean by that?
okay. Okay. Let's okay, let's go to start at verse 39.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 23, verse 39. And one of the malefactors which were hanged railed on him, saying, If thou be Christ, save thyself and us.
You know what that's talking about?
Khan.
What's that?
This is when Christ was on the cross, and the two other men who were being persecuted not persecuted with him, but they were being punished. They were asking Christ to save himself, to get himself off.
One of them did, right?
Khan.
One of them said this. One of them said this to Christ. Okay. Go ahead, read verse 40.
Khan, verse 40. But the other answering, rebuked him, saying, Doest not thou fear God, seeing thou art in the same condemnation?
Right. Like this, the other one said, Hey, God damn, watch your mouth. You know what I mean? Like, you don't fear God. Like, everybody knew what Christ did. You know what I'm saying? And this is still happening to him. Man, you should fear that God. Like, gee, like everything this brother did, and he's still up here. Go ahead.
Con. And we indeed justly, for we are received the due reward of our deeds. But this man has done nothing amiss.
Right. Like this, the brother, like, man, what the heck? What is your problem? Because everybody knew Christ was famous. He was a star. He was famous. They knew what he was doing. Everybody knew he was. That's why he ended up there. This man was healing, raising people from the dead, healing the sick. He did it all. So this cat was like, man, watch your mouth, dog. Like, you don't, like, you should fear God after seeing everything this man did, and he's up here with us. Man, that's a ooh. Yeah, this guy ain't no joke. What are you talking about? Read.
And he said unto Yahushua, Lord, remember me when thou comest into thy kingdom.
Okay, right. So you know what I mean? Like that's the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like the reason why Christ walked the earth was to establish the kingdom. You know what I mean? That's all they talked about. The kingdom of heaven is coming. So this brother say, Lord, I checked this cat for you while we up here dying. Remember me, my man. Remember me when you get there. Go ahead.
Khan, verse 43. And Yahushua said unto him, Verily I say unto thee, today shalt thou be with me in paradise.
Yeah, Christ said, you got it, dog. Basically, you know, he's like, today you got it. You just asked for it. Today you got it, dog. I'm gonna look out for you. When your spirit comes back in the earth, I'm gonna look out for you. Today you got it. You asked for it right now, you got it. I got you, dog. Don't sweat. When the kingdom comes, I'm gonna remember you for checking that. Man, for checking that cat, you know, for running his mouth. I got you, dog. Today, right now, I got you. You understand?
Khan.
Right. Christ said, I got you, dog. And Jesus said unto him, Verily, truly, I say unto thee, today shalt thou be with me in paradise. Today, from this day, I promise you it's going down. I got you. Today, I got you. You asked for it, I got you. Right now, I got you. Today, you'll be in paradise with me. You know what I mean? Don't sweat it. I got you. Like, you have to understand, like, the language that we speak right now is totally opposite of the language that was spoke back then. So some of the words, you know, might be moved around, and you know what I mean? It's going to make it seem like, you know what I mean? Like the interpretation wasn't 100%, you know what I'm saying? But you have to think like in slang the way, you know, we talk. Even Christ taught the slang, you know what I mean? That's why he was spitting all them parables. People like, what the hell? You're like, nigga rapping and stuff, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? So that's all he's saying. He's like, yeah, I got you. Today I got you. Surely today I got you, dog. Just as sure as we right here up on these crosses, I got you. You know what I'm saying? So Christ granted him his wish. He said, I ain't gonna forget you. You know what I'm saying? You good?
Khan.
Yeah, that's all. I mean, you got to shake off, you know, all the, because we want to look at it and say, well, in your mind, you automatically like imagining, you know, some magical thing gonna happen. Like they went into heaven spiritually, they moved through time, and he's like, see, dog, today I got you. Nah, it's not. Nah, it's just slang talk, just the way we talk, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody come to you and be like, yo, cause of rock, yo, dog, when you get on, remember me, my man. Remember me when you make it. And you're gonna be like, yo, hey, I got you, dog. Right now, I got you. I got you right now. All you said is, yeah, I got you. I got you. I understand. Right now, from this time right now, I got you. So when it happened, I got you, dog. I ain't gonna forget you. You understand? That's all. It's just how we talk, man. You know, it's just how we talk and how we kick it. You know what I mean? Like that's our we talk different than everybody. You understand? We talk different, and that's it. So that's all Christ was saying. He was like, today I got you. You know what I mean? Right now I got you. Don't sweat it, dog. I'm gonna remember you. You understand? Does that make sense to you?
Connote concept.
No sign of Christ. Yeah, that's it, you know, that's all it is. That's all it is. You know what I mean? But Christ, you know, Christ said, yeah, I got you, my man. You know what I mean? He checked that Negro. He checked him. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we all, you know what I mean? Shoot. You know, we've been in spots. We all been in spots where, you know, we jacked up or something, about to get, you know, jacked or something. And, you know, out of nowhere, some cat just be like, no, man, leave that man alone. You know what I'm saying? And you be like, damn, this nigga. Then he's like, come on, dog, come on, walk with me. You know what I mean? And y'all leave or whatever. And then he be like, yo, man, I know you, dog. I know you. You know what I'm saying? I know you got some powers. I know you people and this, that, and the third. Hey, look out for me next time you see me. You like, yeah, dog, I got you right now. I got you today, dog. Don't sweat it. You know what I'm saying? That's just how we talk, man. That's just us, dog. We don't talk like the white people do. We don't talk like the Chinese or the East Indians. We talk with flavor. You know what I'm saying? We talk with, you know, we talk with pizzazz. You know what I mean? And that was no different. Christ was your brother. He talked just like you do. You know what I mean? So that's it.
Salaki, if I may.
Go ahead.
There's like another part to this. I hear a lot of people that when they bring up this scripture, they like to say, well, this dude that was on the cross, he didn't follow any laws. He didn't follow Christ. How was he able to get in on the kingdom? What would you have to say about that?
Hey, you didn't follow Christ, did you? You didn't follow Christ,
right?
But you want to be in the kingdom, don't you? Well, Christ said he repented right there. He said, "You see how I stuck up for you? I believe in you, dog. I believe in them law, statutes, commandments. Yeah, I'm about to die, but from this moment right now, I believe, dog. I believe." Christ said, "No sweat, I got you." He can see in his heart he truly believed. You know what I mean? Yeah. You didn't follow no law. You know what I mean? You don't follow Christ. But you know what I mean? That's the whole point. Christ, he didn't what? He didn't have the power to forgive brothers. You know what I'm saying? That was why he was on the cross. He was out there forgiving niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Gone.
Yeah. Christ had that power. Yeah, I forgive you. Yeah, you got it, dog. You got it. He ate with the publicans, right? And they was like, man, why you these people don't follow God? They don't keep the Sabbath and all this. Christ, man, slow down. You know what I'm saying? Slow down, dog. These my people. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna forgive them. I'm gonna tell them about it, and they got a chance to change their life. That cat changed his life right on the cross. 5 minutes before dying. That's real salvation right there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would say. That's what I would say. Change your life right now, partner. And you can also, you know, make it into the kingdom of heaven. Because yesterday you were celebrating your birthday. Today you're celebrating Christmas. But if you change right now and truly, you know what I'm saying, turn your heart to the Most High, truly do it with all your heart and soul, and then you drop dead right now, the scriptures say, blessed are those that, you know, endure to the end. You endured, right? You changed your life right before the end. You know what I'm saying? I know plenty of brothers, unfortunately, that come into this truth, and, you know, like they barely made it. As soon as they came in and changed their life, the Lord called them. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's all it is, man. That man changed his life right on the cross, dog. Right there. And Christ said, I got you. I got you. I see you really, truly believe. You know what I was doing. You believe in them work. You saw it. I got you, dog. I got you. So what? He changed his life as he's dying. You don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want that grace, Christian. You don't want to be able to. Don't. And that's what they do anyway. What people teach you? The world teach you, man. Right before you die, say the Lord's Prayer.
It is.
I hope you had time, man. Because them gangsters out there, them drug dealers, they be like, man, right before I die, dog, I hope I had time to say the Lord's Prayer. Because they want to change their life right there at the last minute. And sometimes you can't. But you really got to mean it. You know what I'm saying? He meant it. And Christ knew he meant it. And he gave it to him. He gave him that grace. He endured to the end. You understand?
All right, Salaki.
Go ahead.
Another thing I thought was interesting in that was, was him acknowledging that Christ didn't deserve what was about to happen to him.
Yeah.
And they did, you know what I'm saying? And him saying, like, that's kind of like the first step right there. You know what I'm saying? Acknowledging that you do deserve death, you know what I'm saying? But Christ, you know what I'm saying? He Christ didn't, you know what I'm saying? But he did what he was doing, you know what I'm saying, so that you could have a chance, you know what I'm saying, to repent. And I thought that was interesting.
That's heavy what you just brought out. That's crucial, you know what I'm saying? That's very crucial. And you know what's even more crucial? The brother, Cousin Rob bringing out these nasty, no good Christians, you know what I'm saying? They want the ability to, come and serve God and be saved, but they don't want nobody else to. You don't deserve it. You on the cross. You know what I mean? Man, these Christians, man, they disgusting, dog. You know what I'm saying? They disgusting. But that's heavy, man. He said it. That's what I'm saying. Like he was like, man, watch your mouth, dog. You don't know what this cat did. Everybody knows. We deserve it. Yeah, we slept with homeboy old lady. We robbed, the old lady down the street. We killed such and such. You know what I'm saying? We murdered. We deserve to be up here. But this cat, come on, man. Watch your mouth, dog. Man, you should be more afraid of God than ever now. All the stuff that he did, and he's still up here with us. And the stuff that we did, man, we got a hell of a faith coming. And Christ said, don't sweat it, dog. You good. You're going to be in the kingdom of heaven with me. You're going to be there with me today. As of today, you're going to be there with me. You understand? So that's it, man. Ask that Christian, do he think he deserve? You know what I'm saying? Do they deserve for, Christ to forgive them?
Right.
They doing it. They in church doing it. They can't wait to go to church because that's where it's all going down.
Right.
Anybody else got any questions? Tazarok. You Tawab, you good?
The water, sir. Kana Wakan.
Most High Christ. Listen, man, stay diligent, stay learning, stay asking questions so you can crush all them Christians and they, beliefs and, all their wickedness, you know what I'm saying? And you're going to be able to set them straight. And you'll be, you'll be like Christ to them and give them some goddamn, repentance or grace, you know what I mean? You'll show them what real grace is. You understand?
Yeah, all right.
What's on Christ? So with that, we're going to go ahead and end the class. Nobody got any questions or anything, any comments?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
I did have one about James. In James, at the very end of chapter 1, verse 27.
Uh-huh.
And James. I was
Which chapter?
Chapter 1.
Okay.
And yeah, all the way down to 27.
Okay. You want to go ahead and read it? I mean, you didn't understand it. You don't get it.
Yeah, Con. And one of the I just wanted to know what it was talking about, but also, the main thing also, like, what does it mean when it's, what I'm saying, when it means pure religion?
Okay.
If I could.
Yeah, no sweat. Start at 24. Let's try to get some context.
Con. The book of James, chapter 1, verse 24. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was, Salaki. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed. If any man among you seem to be religious, and bridleth not his tongue, but deceiveth his own heart, this man's religion is vain. Pure religion and undefiled before God and the Father is this, to visit the fatherless and widows in their affliction, and to keep himself unspotted from the world.
Okay. I just want to make sure I'm right on that. But basically, it sounds like, you know what I mean? Like, again, don't get caught up in words, because certain words you're going to get triggered. Oh, religion. Oh my Lord, we don't do religion. We don't do religion. Mandatory Hall told me we don't do religion. Okay. So this is just, basically this brother this is way of saying, the truth. You understand? Like what you believe in, how you roll, you know what I'm saying? So he's saying if you got a true belief in the Most High, you know what I mean, then you'll shut your mouth. Okay, let me read it. Where we start at? 24?
Con, verse 24.
Okay. Verse 24, for he holdeth himself. Let me go up one. Verse 22. But be ye doers of the word. Do the word, okay? And not hearers only. Don't just hear it like a Christian. Deceive your own, your own self. You deceiving your own self if you think you don't have to keep the law and they're done away with. You deceiving yourself. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man being his natural face in a glass. Like that part, I'm not gonna assume, because I don't know that part right there. He is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. I'm about to get the breakdown on that one. Okay.
Salakia.
Go ahead.
If I may, it's saying about a man looking in the mirror, looking at his own reflection.
But I don't like to assume, because the glass is the mirror. Okay, but I just want to make sure before I say that it's definitely true, and you right on it. You know what I mean? But I just want to double check on that. But that's what I remember. So the glass is the mirror. Okay. So if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. Like you looking at yourself, right? Like you got to look at yourself. You understand what that means?
Salakia, sir.
Hold on, Kamar.
Shalai, you said like licking yourself in the mirror.
Right, because it says, if any man be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. You understand that?
Break it down if you could, sir.
It's like what niggas people say all the time. You know what I mean? You got to look at yourself. You know what I mean? Don't blame me. Look at yourself, dog. Why you got high blood pressure? You need to go look in the mirror. Why you got AIDS? You need to go look in the mirror, my man. You understand? Because you're a hearer and not a doer. So when something happens, who do you have to blame?
Yourself.
The man in the mirror. You better go look in the mirror, dog. We say it all the time. You know what I mean? Verse 24. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way. Like you doing what you want to do. And straightway forth with manner of man he was. You're doing it just like, you're doing it. You're not doing what the Most High wants you to do. You're doing what you want to do. You understand? But whosoever looketh in the perfect law of liberty, like what you have the right to do, that perfect law, which is right. Okay, you have the right to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. You understand? And continue it therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deed. Like you're doing what you hear. You're keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. Commanding general, your honor, breaking it down. The generals, the captains, the officer, everybody's breaking it down. You hear it. You have the liberty to do it or not to do it. You understand?
Come.
You have the liberty to do it or not to do it. But when you don't do it and you get AIDS, you better look in the mirror. You understand? Look in the glass. Verse 28, verse 26. If any man among you seem to be religious and bridle not his tongue, you know what that means? You get that part?
Khan.
Who asked this question?
I did, sir. Salaki.
Do you get that part?
Salaki, I believe I do. Got an idea.
Tell me.
What do you mean, like listening more than you listening to the Most High, listening more than you speak?
Yeah, it's just like, okay, I'm gonna give you an example. Something I see, that is definitely the way I try to be. When I'm around captains, officers that are over me, generals, I seem to be in the truth, right? This is the religious part. Don't get caught up in the word religious, but I seem to be in the truth, right? The word religious, we're going to replace it with the truth, right? When I'm around men who are over me, guess what I do?
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead. Wait. Let Kamar.
I'm
no,
sorry.
Go ahead, dude. What you think? Go ahead.
Keep that mouth shut and them ears open.
There you go. I shut my mouth. I bridle my mouth. I keep my mouth closed and listen. You understand? Yeah. So that's what that means. If any man among you seem to be in the truth and bridleth not his tongue, always running his mouth, shut your mouth and listen sometime. Learn. You just came into the truth yesterday and you think you got, you know it all? Bridle your tongue. Okay? Right. Close your mouth. But deceiveth his own heart, this man's religion is vain. Like, you ain't in the truth. You vain. You just want to be seen. You want to be heard. Close your mouth. Stop trying to be seen. You understand? You understand so far, Kamar?
Come on, I understand.
Most High Christ. So verse 27. purely are in the truth, a pure religion, if you really in the truth, and undefiled before God, in the Father, is this. Like pure religion, purely being in the truth, and undefiled, you know what I'm saying, before God, in the Father, is this. To visit the Father, this is what you'll do. You'll go to the ghetto and visit them little kids in the projects, in widows, the single baby mamas, in their affliction. You'll go visit them when they ain't got no food. You'll go check on them, make sure they're okay. Bring them some non-perishable food. You understand? If you really in the truth, this is what you're gonna do. That's why we have food drives. That's why we do certain things. That's why we move the way we do. Because to prove we're the pure religion. We're purely in the truth. Our hearts and souls and minds are purely in the truth, and we want to serve God. You understand?
Okay.
So we go visit the fatherless and the widows in their affliction when they're doing bad, not when they're doing good, but when they're doing bad, and to keep himself unspotted from the world. Like don't, you know what I mean? You should be blameless. You can't be, in the truth, and then somebody, hey man, yeah, I saw that cat smoking cigarettes. Yeah, he be downtown, you know what I mean? And then you out there smoking cigarettes, and then when the generals and them come around, you want to be running your mouth all the time. Man, relax, dog. You know what I'm saying? Do some work.
Right.
Go to the darn, to the pantry and get some food and collect it so we can go and give it to the widows and the fatherless. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You understand, Kamar?
Come, sir. I understand.
Yeah, that's all. Just, a lot of this, we got to shake off that hooky spooky, you know what I mean? We got to shake it off. It's going to take a little bit, but you'll get, your spirit you separate now. You know what I mean? So you just got to keep learning and keep, asking questions, and you'll get it. You'll be right there. You know what I'm saying? Well, nothing, you won't be dismayed, at nothing.
Yeah,
okay?
Right.
No sign of Christ.
The water, sir.
No sweat. No sweat. And the water to you, brothers. The water to you, Officer Kamar. Man, I tell you what, boy, I ain't see it coming, dog. I'm very proud of you. I'm very proud of you, man. Very proud of you. Most High Christ. You've been making them you've been making your videos or whatever, send them to Officer Kazak.
Come with sir. Come with
You're gonna be at the helm in a minute. So just keep doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? Be ready for your first camp speaking, which might not be this week, it might be next week. We got a funeral supposed to be a service we're doing. So just hold it down, man. Keep studying, keep being diligent. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for you, Trooper Tazarak. You know what I mean? Brothers diligent, you know what I mean? They on fire out here keeping these law, statutes, commandments, learning, studying. You know what I'm saying? Most High Christ. You know what I'm saying? Young man Clive in the building constantly. You know what I mean? So I'm very proud of you, brothers, man. I look forward to, warring with you and watching you grow. You know what I'm saying?
Most High Christ, sir. The same.
Christ. So with that, I'm gonna go ahead. We're going into class. We've been in here about 2.5 hours. Let y'all enjoy the rest of your night. Take it easy. You know what I mean? Give you a chance to wrap the rest of your presents. Oh boy. Y'all cats was something else. Anyway, all right, with that, we're gonna go ahead and end the class. Let me say Israelite School of Universal and Practical Knowledge. We started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We're under Commanding General Yohana. Since 1969, we've been teaching Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians that we are the God's chosen people. You know what I'm saying? With that comes responsibilities. You got to learn how to serve your God and, you know, and love your people, okay? So with that, I'm going to go ahead and salute you, brothers. Yahweh Bashim Yahushua Barakatham.
Yabashin Yashabrakatah.
Yabashimi Yabashimi Thumb.
Most High Christ, and salute the sisters that's in the class. You sisters, I appreciate y'all. Yahweh Shemal Alatah Bashim Yahushua. Okay. And with that, I'll get with y'all tomorrow. We should be doing the history class, I think, tomorrow. So no gift giving. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
All right. Most High Christ. Shalom, y'all brothers.
All right, shalom. Shalom, Israel.